And here we go again. We go again. This is GleeCon, and we are doing just that. Another episode of the Lore of Warcraft show, where that's what we do, man. We lock and load. We try to get in and do everything in the world of Warcraft universe. We experience it together like a family. You know, sometimes we might be reading the books. We might be playing some of the older games. We've slowly worked our way through the chronology until we've hit classic era World of Warcraft, and we're still deep in those quests. There's so much that was going on. It says we're in Tanaris, so stay a while and listen as we hop back in. But what we are really doing is continuing a long-running adventure we've been having with Tanaris so far, and most of that makes us spend time in Tanaris. This is a painful experiment that but to be a truly, completely thorough completionist, to get every quest ID tagged as complete. I think that means you must do every repeatable quest, and these hippogriff eggs that you can turn into Tanaris to the super eggomatic here. We have yet to find an extraordinary egg. We have done 8 runs. This will be our 9th run. Other than that, we have Pawn Captures Queen, and we have to escort the chicken. Now, Pawn Captures Queen is a little bit tricky. But it's about as good as we're ever going to get right now. And then we need 30, before I really want to go to Booty Bay, I would like 30 mithril. And we're sitting at 3 plus 8 at 11. So it'd be nice if we could find 19 more mithril before we wrap up that chicken quest. Excusez-moi. So far, we did do 2 runs for this egg last time, and we did finally get an ordinary egg. So we've had tons of bad eggs. We've had 1 ordinary, and we've actually had a few fine eggs. I really just think it's RNG. In 2 other experiments that I have done running this quest, each took me around 6 or 7 eggs in total to get all 4, and in both of those runs, I had more than 1 extraordinary in that time. So I don't think it's like a rarity value. The fact that the extraordinary ones are the best is what's slowing us down. I think we're just having bad RNG. I think I'm paying on this account on camera with you guys. I'm paying my penance to the RNG gods for the good RNG we had before. All right, so we're going to go here, turn this in. And, you know, you could speed this process up if we were to suck it up and set our Hearthstone to Tanaris. Probably would have been a smarter thing for us to do, but I stubbornly kept my Hearthstone in Stormwind for the once or twice in this 8 or 9 episode run. This is going to be the 9th episode we've done, and it's because we've spent a solid 2 episodes worth of time running back and forth to there. So you realistically could finish Tanaris in 6 or 7 episodes. We had bad luck with the homing chicken, finding the egg for that. So there's just a few things that really threw us off. The finale is really going to be this Pawn Captures Queen. It's a level 54 quest. We're level 52. It is tough. It's going to be a tough one. And if you look at some of the quests that are left here, like these are all 40s. There's 1 for the Sunken Temple, it's 50. I really think Tanaris should probably be done prior to Tanaris and maybe prior to the Hinterlands as well. What throws off the quests is all of the Dire Maul lead-up quests. Skew the ceiling of this zone higher than some other zones. So that's kind of what happened here. Hopefully this is one of the last areas where this happens. Well, because we're getting near endgame anyway. Like, I feel like the penultimate zone cap of being Felwood, Ajara, Ungoro Crater, and the Blasted Lands is probably pretty solid. Now I have Blasted Lands saved for last on that one. That could potentially have been shuffled around, so we might experience this a little bit, but it should be less pronounced. And then we'll cap that off with Sunken Temple before we enter endgame. I would imagine by the time we finish that, by the time we run Blasted Lands and Sunken Temple officially, we'll probably be level 60, considering that's only 8 levels from now. Alright, here we go. We're going to run down now into our high wilderness. think that's dire mole right there. See if we can get... Well, we're gonna definitely get an egg. Let's see if the egg we get... It's gonna be extraordinary. Will you give the fans what they want? Or, I don't know. Maybe they're happy. Maybe this is our life now. Anyone able to drop a heart at 10:25 this morning? Says Smashy Biggs. The heart dropping industry is strong. Cray. So again, I continue to extend my apologies to you listeners for my voice quality. I have been deep within, he says, as his unsilenced phone goes off again. A+ non-amateur hour stuff. That is... Oh, I thought I got it all the way. That is probably... I want to go to GT. I don't even know what that is. I can't look it up. It's my family in the middle of a group chat. Something involving the fact that today's St. Patrick's Day. So my for whatever reason, I don't think I had this many text messages Christmas morning. They're up and ready to rumble today. But I am less than 100%, so I will not be partaking in any sort of festivities. I'm gassed up for this show. This is going to be me. This is peak me. It's all downhill from here today. Alright, so there's an egg at our first egg stop. Hi, Hippogriff egg. I would love to get my eyeballs on some mithril while we're here, but unfortunately, this path is not... Oh, let's see if you can just make it. Last time we made that jump... That's my life now, is how good can I make that jump on mounted versus non-mounted? Like, that's just what... That's what really gets me going. There's not a lot else. I did play with my wife last night. Perverts. I'm talking about the game. We played Anniversary. We haven't played in a few weeks, like I said, but it was a nice activity because, like I said, I'm feeling under the weather. So it was good. I've decided, you know, it really, like OCD, where it, like, makes me fight against my inner nature to skip quests in a zone. But, there is a... I decided I'm going to go against it just for the sake of not dragging her through my insanity. The really frustrating long, like, RNG drops if we get too bad luck. Like, for instance, on Anniversary, good luck trying to get this dude. Oh, we're on Era. This guy right here, this Black Moss the Fetid, fat chance trying to get that. Every layer there are people. I've never, not any time of day, not on any layer. Remember, we need the iron for when we eventually turn into the Searing Gorge. Oh, we got Lesser Moonstone. Oh, that's why I wanted to check the auction house with this character. I want to see if there's a Mithril Spurs recipe for sale somewhere. Anyway, I've never not seen it being, if not farmed, actively quested in. So it's just, you'd have to camp it. You'd have to camp it for hours. That's the only way. And for instance, on my Horde, I'm going to have to do the same. So we're playing Alliance on that. I'm a Paladin healer, because I really... That person that healed me, that healed Glee Contessa when we were in Booty Bay, that Holy Paladin, really made an impression on me when I saw the spam flash heals basically infinitely keeping me at full life while they infinitely never ran out of mana. I was like, whoa, this is crazy effective. It's cool. So now I want to try that out myself. That's what we're going for. That's what I'm going to go for. So anyway, I am far, far off in that goal. I think I'm level 15. So there's not even a point. I barely managed to do quests. I raised my mana, and now I'm working on reducing my interruption while healing. Pretty much, and she's playing Fire Mage because at her heart, that is where my wife, that's the comfort zone. That's where she likes to live. If she could play one character, it would be someone that could sit back, be destructive, throw fireballs. Now, unfortunately for her, you know, Mage is actually one of the more scrutinized classes in Classic, let's put it like that. And I want to say maybe even in retail, Fire Mage is just currently not a very good, I don't know, or maybe it is, maybe it's one of the best. I saw a meme the other day that was like showing how there were nerfs coming to either maybe nerfs coming to monks or buffs. I don't know. It was a reference to that. What's this guy say? Nothing wrong with boosts, just gold selling. They did like on any realms, anniversary realms, they made it where there's a cap on XP. DPS healer tring. I don't know what they mean. Anyway, okay, we walked around that. I got no mithril. I saw no mithril. I mean, I could walk around, but actually Tanaris is solid for mithril. I think when we go, I think we're going to go do Pawn Captures Queen, but I maybe want to do one, once we fly back there, I maybe want to do one mithril circle, and then we'll go for Pawn Captures Queen. Then we'll do another egg run if this one's not successful. But you know what? We're not going to need to because I'm speaking it into existence. This run is going to be successful. We're going to finish everything we need. We're going to be right as rain. Everything will be fine and dandy. Bump. He bumps the mic. But anyway, yeah, we played last night. It was pretty fun. So we gave up on Black Moss the Fetid, but we did finish the other quest in the zone. That took a little bit of time. And then we each had the low-level class quests you get right around then. She got the... so she got the first mage class quest, which I think is where you're choosing between... Good luck, friend. You have to choose between a staff, which is like a +1 to intellect, +1 spirit. But she already had a staff that was like +2 spirit, maybe +2 agility, and she liked it better. And because it did more damage too, and I tried to... try to like, the damage doesn't matter, honey. You're not gonna hit people with that thing. But still, I could see like a 1 intellect, 1 spirit. Even though the spirit doesn't really matter, do you really care that much about the 1 intellect to trade it away for 2 spirit? I mean, to trade away 1 spirit and 2 agility and damage at that low level doesn't really matter. That's why I was like, whatever, go for it. Especially when your other choice is the little orb, which is offhand, and she doesn't use a one-hander, but that's the one where you can use it, and it's basically like a free miniature mana potion, like, that you can use forever. And you can definitely use it for a while. It's a pretty good mana potion. It restores, I think, up to 240, which is stronger than the earlier level mana potions. It's really nothing late game, but, like, yeah, you could just swap that in and out. And use it like a quick potion. She's like swapping my gear in the middle of a battle. That is not happening. So God bless her. And then I did the one where I got the resurrection, the paladin quest, the divine tome or whatever. So that's good because that way I can resurrect her. And resurrect others when we do dungeons. So that we did those, we ran around and we moved our way over. I'm doing a kind of a completionist. Basically, I'm following my walkthrough that I put on the spreadsheet. If if you are a long time watcher or anytime watcher, the spreadsheet that I've shared with all of you guys here that I continually build. As you notice, I did some Pharrellus yesterday. Not a lot. My energy level was still pretty low yesterday. I'm getting there, but actually, let me see. Yeah. I am getting there. I plan to try to do more today. It's much earlier if you notice the start time compared to yesterday's record. Getting up, I took some medicine. I'm going to power through. I've gotten myself into a little flow with the working from home stuff I'm doing right now. I kind of might. Yeah. All right, so here we go. We're here. Now tomorrow, I think if all things are, if my plan goes right, I will not be putting an episode on here tomorrow because I'm going to do a Patreon. Look at this guy just spinning in circle hearthing. Kamikaze squirrels. Oh please, please give me an extraordinary egg, please. Another fine egg. Why for art hast thou forsaken me? Well, thanks for the scroll. We're getting a nice collection of scrolls, I guess. That's good, right? Complete and utter balderdash. Greatly disappointed in you, game.
Welcome to Tanaris, adventurer. How can I be of service to you today? You don't look like a blacksmith to me.
You don't look like a blacksmith. Let's look at Heart of the Wild. I am not selling them on the auction house. You don't look like a blacksmith, you piece of crap. Come on. It is a reagent for tailoring, alchemy, and engineering. The green lens. It's kind of cool. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. You know what? I can actually access my bank right here. I can put... Let's do some smelting. Why not? Okay, after I smelt, we'll go pop down into the bank some things, and then we're going to make one run all around. Forgot that if you close that window, it stops the process. We're going to do one ring of Tanaris, just because I would like to have some mithril. Like I said, we need, I believe, 19 more mithril. I'm going to ignore the chicken for now, unless we really seem like we are getting into pro. Like, unless I hit that 19, then I'll be like, okay. I think the bank is underground here. And ladies and gents, I really hope I don't have to go back and forth. I hope we do not have an episode where all we do. Nope, that's an auctioneer. I was wrong about the banking being under. There is a building with a bank. Maybe it's this one. Hello, dude. Okay, here, you can take this. And what else? This living essence is probably fine. Look at that, those moonstone. I'm saving this iron bars. I'm going to save the citrine because I still actively work with them. Those are raw. I need to cook them both. Noggin Fogger Elixir. Let's save that. I can put the Star Ruby away. I don't really need that right now. Okay, let's take these solid stones. I'm starting to have a stack of them. To make solid, not sharpening, grinding stones. And yeah, I can make true silver skeleton keys too. I'm gonna do that. Not right now. I mean, I'll do it as I need it. This will help divide my stacks of solid stones by 4. I mean, I already have, boom. I guess I could take the heavy grinding stones out. I'm not going to use those anymore. And I could... Oh, look at this. Oh, the aquamarine? I guess I'll keep those for now, too. And the thick leather. Keep some of that stuff for now. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that's good. I'll keep that stack right there. Look at these heavy stones. I don't think I even need to make them into anything because I'm not crafting with heavy stones anymore.
Time is money,
So I could put these heavy grinding stones away. And I guess I'll just keep one stack of heavy... I don't even need to keep a stack of heavy stones. Who cares about that? Alright, we'll cook up that in just a second. Okay. I'm just going to sell the heavy stones. Again, I don't care about the auction house. Then we'll go cook some of these things. I need a pack of water.
Welcome to Tanaris, adventurer. How can I be of service?
This is me ruining the potential auction house market.
But I know how looks can be deceiving.
Okay, we need to buy a pack of... What's that? Can I build 33 of? Oh, iron buckles. Let's buy a pack of water, and then we'll go cook out back. Where's the innkeeper? You. I need a pack of water. No.
A visitor. Must
Really?
be an adventurer.
Does the butcher have some water?
Down this way. Grab
He
a
does.
chair and a drink, make yourself comfortable. Say, you look like you have some meat on your bones. You thinking about competing in the
You look
cage
like you have meat.
matches?
What? Oh, I need more water.
Suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat.
You don't say that to a woman.
My goods?
You look like you have some meat on your bones? What the heck?
We may have been suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat. Care to browse my goods?
What is that, another jab? There's no shortage of meat? Too far. Alright, so this will allow me to cook up that fish I made. Let's swap that. This we'll go ahead and sell that last little bit of water. I like nightfin soup. It does give you that mana, which is a pretty neat thing if I ever feel like I'm in the running for some mana. Not too shabby. Oopsie. And we did the math and determined that the sun-scale salmon in fights longer than whatever I said, 80 seconds or whatever, it is preferable. Okay.
We may have been suffering.
All right, Dirge, you can have this water. No, I'm not browsing your goods. I'm a married man. Put the oopsie. Okay, we'll set that there. We're going to need that for another quest. These are waiting right now, and we're probably going to be getting... Actually, we can, because now I'm not... Actually, I'll save that. Just in case we get one more turn in, because we're going to have that quest. When we escort the chicken, I think we have to kill some guys. Alright, so we're going to go up into the north now. We're going to do one loop of looking for Mithril, because why not? This is our life now. I'm just dragging my feet in between every time we do an egg run. As a matter of fact, after we do this, we'll do one more egg run. Then we'll go do Pawn Captures Queen. Oh, gold. What the heck? I don't even want that gold. I'll save that for some other hapless soul. So you have to be careful because you got to check the little nodes lying around here too that aren't necessarily on the mini map. Okay, I don't see any here. Alright, I'm coming back for that little... I'm going to come back. I'm going to hit this because there's none on the coast. I'm going to come back over here and look at those before I go do the cavern sometime. And I'm not going to look inside the coast on this side. We're going to stick to over here. And then we're going to go in, around. See what if I accidentally had to kill some of those guys. I mean, maybe it's a Monday morning, and typically I'm not here at this hour. So maybe this is good. Good timing for things. I don't stinking know. Excuse me. Heels looking for a few chads. I don't usually get a lot of... Hey, what the heck? Why is that wolf coming after me? I mean, that hyena. Did I really get that close to his... zone. What is this place? There's a pirate named O'Reilly. I don't think... I found an Easter egg the other day that made me... What is this? Soothsaying for Dummies.
Hi! Don't tell me! Shh! You are here about the Ashbringer! Yes! Yes! No! My bad! What can I help you with, traveler?
You hear about the Ashbringer? No, my bag. Huh. Interesting. Alright. So far, no good. Just how we like it on this show. And buying is not an option because we broke. And I don't do anything to remedy that, such as smart auctioneering. I'm just an example, all too common in the real world. Someone that laments their brokenness, but does not do anything about it. Much like my real life, where I work in a low-paying, high-work job. That is going to be questionably in existence at the rate that we're going on. Alright, this little nub... Oh! Iron. Well, I suppose that will help us in the long run. Because I think, what did I say? I think we need like around 240-ish. Something like that. I don't know. We need a ton. We will not ever have enough iron based on our needs for the Dark Iron Dwarf, so that's just a process of saving us money later down the road. I think I read that every node... I mean, not read. I think I calculated with you guys every node of 4 saves us around 90 silver, something like that. I can't remember when I did the math the other day. And that was 3, so... I mean, you figure, like, that was about 50 silver or something like that's worth it. It's worth it. Alright. Not getting any... A lot of the times you will have success with these little nubbies. But we're going to hit this and then go look up that little wall over there. Just want to kind of look at this nub. You never know if we'll get lucky on the nubs. Okay, thus far, no nub luck. Okay, back we go over here. Now we're going to kind of come up some so I can check those walls. Yesterday we got lucky with one around here. We've done this loop before and actually gotten fairly lucky. Most of it you're going to find along the walls, but you do find a couple here and there in the middle. Caverns of Time is an interesting little place where... I don't know, we'll eventually go there, probably, I would imagine. Maybe at this stage it's just fighting the world dragons or something. I'm not sure. Want to sell a strat boost, says Annie Baby. What? More iron. Gosh, forsaken. 23 to 25,000 XP per run. 100k plus XP per hours. That's how unit rates work. 140 to 150 mobs. 12 minutes per run. Well, okay, because that gives you 4 to 5 runs in an hour. 300 gold for 5 runs. So, 300 gold an hour. No loot. Have summon. That means that this is... You're going to be part of a group of 4 that are already helping you clear. And also, I don't know what no loot means. You get no loot? Because that would be terrible. then you are already paying 5 gold. 100,000 an hour too is not that, like, I guess it's somewhat, but at the highest levels to get into Strathholm, you're still gonna need to pay, like, that's only like half a level. So 300 gold for half a level? Screw that noise. Alright, so the chicken, we're right by where the chicken is, but, you know, it's not good enough for me. What am I going to do here? I guess I'm going to go right up along this edge. Fine, we'll do it like this. That's where that beach came under play. Alright, we'll come over here now. I guess I'll come over here and then I'll do a loop back out like that. We have gotten iron. That's just lame. At least we have a use for iron. Now I do think, so you can see the chicken is kind of nestled in the valley or whatever there. That's where he's found. He crashed in those rocks. Right by the festering scar or whatever they call it. The gaping chasm. Even worse. I thought I was being inappropriate with my name. Nope, they've found a worse one. Oh, there's Mithril. Hallelujah. Okay, we were at 11. We need 30.
I need to get closer.
12, actually, and I think we need 18. I think we need one more mage weave. Okay, so we are at 14 now. We're almost halfway. That's good, thank goodness. Now, there is plenty of mithril inside these gaping chasm caves. Zulgreb carry. This person's always trying to sell carries that Hilmibotek. Solo or duo. Free if I die. Yes, more mithril up in the hills. I will take it. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. And, oh, there's 2 silver. I'm not going underground for that. Hilmibotek, you've been selling boost for donkey's years. Should be gold cap times 10, but if someone was to check, you would have 0. I mean, I will say they have been selling boost forever. Alright, 3 more. We're at 17 now. Love that for us. Alright, so because people can't spend it? I don't know what that means. What's mean? Yeah, you start throwing these weird things in there, and the not first language bot farmer guys are going to be like, you're losing me. Not English as a first language. And they're a bot. But at least they're responding. Like, that person I actually think is just a real person. You don't even know what gold cap is. I do something wrong with you, bruh? That's it. You're getting the... You're gonna get the bot armies on you, banning you. Prepare to be banned. Prepare to be banned. Just ban him. Just ban him. What should I do, boss? He's saying mean things. Just ban him. Another mithril. There we go. We've just found, well, not a gold mine. A mithril mine. Okay, so that's 18. That's make you feel bad. I want to say he's saving up for... What's that? Rosetta Stone. I'm gonna say it. Alright, one person smiled at me. I couldn't. Terrible. You know, learning the language is that's totally fine. I actually don't care about anything. I don't know. That person's not necessarily doing anything. I just inserted myself into the conversation to make a joke. I just saw the opportunity for a joke. That's it. I don't actually have anything against Hilmi Botek. I don't know anything about them. Why you talk with your alt? Talk with your main account with me, my friend, if I do something wrong. Any people at this era do same point with him. I do something wrong. Should I quit? Whoa, whoa, whoa. This guy's mighty defensive. Himbot has gone crazy. Oh, Steinbeck is sighing. We've got one of the OG great writers of all time. And I have succumbed to the bait. I have engaged. I've engaged with the chat. Come on. GleeCon, you said you were gonna quit that. If I'm quit, you happy? Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is getting weird. True silver. Okay, well, since it's right there. That person, and then I feel like, okay, if you're going to be a grammar Nazi, you better make sure it's impeccable. You should fix your, wrong your, bot before spelled. We did get the aquamarine, and we got another point. We're at 271 mining. I do like that someone brought my Rosetta Stone. That Rosetta Stone can't come soon enough. Like, see, I just had to put it in there. Where are we at with our mithril? I have 9, and we have, so we're at 20. We need 10 more mithril. Alright, so we did do a nice loop around the south, and that was good. That gave us 9 mithril. I mean, that's pretty sad. He's bullying. Ugh. Ugh. These people are gross. Phrasing. I don't even think they're doing anything ignore-worthy. All they did was offer, like, 1 carry. And they might just legitimately be... like, that's how I can earn money to fund my own whatever, whether it's GDKP or, like, I'm okay with that. If that's your goal, you want to farm, you want to sell carries because there's a market for it in gold, and you're just using that gold to fund gold things. They're just making it too. Why he still keep talk with level 1 account? Come on, growth up. I can't help it. It's like, come on, guys. We all need to growth up. We all need a little bit of growth up in our lives. Just can't. I know. They're trying. If I tried to, if I tried, oh look, we got some thorium. If I tried to speak in a language that was not my first language, like let's say I would 100% be making the same type of mistakes. 100%. I 100% get it. That doesn't make it any less funny. I get laughed at all the time. I speak Spanish at work pretty much every day. I have a lot of people that I work with, and a lot of people that I have to deal with in the public, and I speak Spanish constantly. My Spanish is not great, and I mean it's good enough to where I can have full conversations with people and not use like translating services, and whether it's on the phone, whether it's in person, I can have meetings in Spanish. So it's good. I would say I can speak Spanish, like if I had to put that on a resume. But absolutely, absolutely, I make little grammatical errors like that because that's small. That's like when you say growth versus growth. Like I get it. I'm not, in reality, I'm not trying to roast this person. I don't know why. Now they're like going after this other person too. Alright, so... Oh, I don't know what these people... Now these people are just getting into name calling. He's calling them gold sellers. And they might be. That's what the argument is here, is that he's saying you farm for the gold, and maybe he knows that he's gonna stir the pot, or she. Oh, now, uh-oh. Now you got all the mages coming out. All the gold selling mages are all these people coming out to... You notice it's all mages. They're all calling this guy a coward because they want him to get on his main account. So, because they know there's no point to mass ban this guy, he's just using some level 1 alt, and maybe he's engaging in this on purpose. I don't know why this is actually entertaining me today. And even to the point where I had to insert my own humor. I just... but I can't believe how many people are on the... Like, on the side of the carrier. Yeah, I think we just skip him. Wasted time to talk with level 1 account. I mean, if you remember, there used to be trial accounts you could get. You used to be able to get these, like, you can get them even in the grocery store. They used to do like 2 weeks free of WoW, and you get a disc and bring it home and install and yada yada yada. Nowadays, I think it would be... Oh yeah, some mithril, baby. That's why I came to this big rock. This has actually been a pretty successful run. It's entertaining because I got to watch these people. I apologize. I know a lot of my viewership is people from other countries, and I am not mocking your ability, anyone's attempts to learn a language, at all. And I am one of those people. I just thought that I just was making a joke. When I'm seeing two people getting overly hostile in the game for what appears to be little to no reason, I couldn't help myself. Well, I could, but I just didn't help myself. Alright, so this is going to be... We're at 24. Wait, right? Okay, so 2 more. That was good. Alright, so we're at 26. We need 4 more mithril. That could happen in 1 node, 2 at most. That is great. I love that. So now we're going to go over here and go up. Actually, let's go up and then down. Because then I can go in... Oh, I did say I wanted to do 1 more egg run. Okay, what's our timing at for our records here? We're at 45. We're at a solid 45. We'll give it a good 45 more. Yeah, this is just weird. This is like a weird, like I don't even know why they keep saying for donkey's years. They keep saying for donkey's years. I just am taking it for granted that that's a phrase. I've never heard it before. Alright, since I'm so close to this mithril, I am considering going into one of these holes to get it, because you know there's some mithril in there. You know there is. But we do have another Feralis run in us. Oh, it's iron. I'll take it. I feel like though this person pushing so hard.
I can't loot that right now.
Like, I don't want to get involved in it, but they're pushing. I feel like not good for him. I feel like I disagree. Not good for him. He just not good for him if he sold it. I don't agree with the real money selling. It's definitely a toxic part of the game. So gotta disagree there. Hard disagree. Oh, we got another mithril on the outskirts here. This could be the final one we need. I mean, not final period. We obviously need a crap ton. Oh, I forgot. Oh, it was only 2, so we need 2 more. But then I can start using my, I can start taking some of these. Now that I only need 2 more points, I feel like I can be greedy and try to hold out for one. I don't have to go in there. But I have this 6 dense stone. Thorium under there too. There's ore in these Limdar holes. There's more mithril. Yes, if you want to go into these caves, they are full of juiciness. What? Okay, there's a swarmer, so I'm switching over to that good ret aura, because that will stop the swarm. I see that I just got another one. Okay. I'm just gonna fight multiple of these dudes over and over again. Just so that... This person says, anyone actually LFG? And I said... Yeah, the whole theme of the combo is looking for gold. Haven't you been paying attention? And then I do like somebody says Cariandas is the kind of kid he tell on you and stand behind the teacher with his arms folded, smirking. Not too many things worse than a snitch. I don't know. Like, I feel like I always do this thing. My wife really hates it too, where I'm like just a sucker to play devil's advocate. I cannot. I'm not saying there's inherent value in snitching. I was actually raised in a non-snitch household. Ah, more gold. Dang it! I just don't really want the gold. but it's taking up my ore spawn spots. But, yeah, see, when people are like, just let them play the game, you know, let them waste their money on fake money, that's where I disagree, because that encourages the farming, and that jacks up the prices. It does do real damage to the economy. It'd be like if I said that you could, I don't know what would be a real world analogy, but it would be like if you could somehow trade goods. I mean, there are real analogies like in the stock market and stuff like that. Now this guy is he's just obnoxious, and that's what's really hurting his case. I do think the Monday morning posse here to defend the gold sellers is a little weird, but whatever. All right, we need 2 mithril. 2, man. All right, let's get an egg, and then we're gonna go find our missing 2. I really was like, yeah, I'll be greedy and not get it. Okay, I can't participate. I can't participate in that conversation anymore. It's just too much people point wah wah wah, and it's like when the one person on your side, or that I kind of agree with, is being a complete tool, then it's like, okay. While in theory I do actually agree with some of these guys' points, he's being obnoxious. And I don't know, this all being said, now that, again, if you talk with your main account, he's going to get him banned. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say that point out loud. The only reason he's pushing for him to, there's a mithril, we got it. Pushing for him to go on the main. The only reason is so that he can, so that they can mass report him. That's the only, which that makes me think he is a bot farmer, and you just got a feisty one. We're all humans too. You just got a feisty one where he's, because they really do exist. Groups of people, you know, it's very, they just play together, they play in a group, they all just farm, and they work together, and there's powers in numbers, and they all have, they can get together and mass report and get you banned instantly. So, .1030 server. But that's also why I don't want to play endgame, because what's the freaking point? Like, I just don't want, the bots just play this game so much.
Welcome to Tanaris, adventurer. How
All right, so
to you today?
We got some work.
Like a blacksmith to me, but I know how looks can be deceiving.
Okay, let's smelt it up. This is going to have us at, let's see. That's good. That's 40. Every one of these 20 stacks is 5 turn-ins of rep. So it's not nothing, but it does save us money in the long run. So in between now and us having to do that final quests for the Dark Irons, we'll just keep on looking. Excuse me. All right. We did a nice fat stack of 20 mithril. And we even got a few true silver. But yeah, this harkens back. So, you know, not to be like racist or anything like that. You see a lot of I have experienced most of this in people that are from like India or that region, perhaps Pakistan. I'm not super familiar with the geography of the region, so but the reason why I think it is because you have that industry has burgeoned there. I think it's burgeoned in the Far East as well. The reason why the India gets brought up so much is because English is more commonly taught there, so that you are removing that barrier and allowing those bot farmers. There's already a financial incentive because, I mean, we're talking about countries where you'll go wade through essentially toxic waste to go salvage scrap from cell phones or whatever, just because there's not a lot of like the money you could get off of that is comparable to the money you could get maybe off of something else. All right, so why did I do this? I think it was the Mithril Quaff was the best. Yeah. Oh, I would need one more Mage Weave. All right, we got to go out and get one more Mage Weave. Or can I... Yeah, because other than that, I got to go... It's not worth it. I need one more. But that's okay. We can go get a Mage Weave from, like... I don't know. Just anything to the south. We can go get it from the Dune Mole. We can go get it from those Waste Wander people. We just need one Mage Weave. We'll go Waste Wander. That's probably going to be close. I would imagine the Waste Wander guys at the 40s are still high enough level. But anyway, so I have, because of that, you have a lot of experiences with that. You know, it used to be very, very common that you'd get a lot of spam calls coming out of India or whatever, you know, countries that are close to the Indian subcontinent. But that's more efficiently done now by bots. So most of the time you get calls from bots. I very, very rarely get a spam call that's not a bot anymore. Because I don't think the money's there. You're fishing, whereas look, if you can play this game, you can sell gold way, 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 way better. Like, this is just a way better... return for time, I would imagine, than just calling. Boom, we got our one Mage Weave right there. Actually, we got two. And we got a Waste Water pouch, so we can go turn one of those in. But back in the day, so this is a long time ago. Maybe, man, 10 to 15 years ago, I made the cardinal sin of I was having this is what's so crappy about those things is they really just take advantage of people. So at least when you're selling gold, you're providing a service. Whether the ethics of the service are questionable, you're at least providing something. That's another reason why it's bad. But the people that are doing the phishing calls, it's literally just taking advantage of people. And you do not know what their situation is. So one time I was having major computer issues. I was at my wit's end with the whole process. And
but I know how looks can be deceiving.
I just didn't know what to do with my computer. It was what was actually happening was I was it was overheating. It was having some problems with cooling or something like that. The motherboard was about to go. It was a hardware issue, not one that a tech service person can solve. And in my desperation and in the increasing death spiral of my computer getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker, and this is, again, 15 years ago, so my knowledge of computers was 15 years less than it is now. Went on what was a trusted site that I Googled. It was sponsored by Microsoft. And I did what you should never do, which is allow them to remotely access your computer. So they got in, they said they fixed some things. All they really did was install spyware in my computer. But the joke was kind of sort of on them because, like, within a day or two, the entire computer, like, literally blew up like smokes and flames. So they did nothing to fix it. Nothing happened that made it better. But they got my phone number out of it. They got my email out of it. They got whatever they could get before the computer blew up. And now I didn't keep credit card information, so I never got my finances affected by it. But what that did do was put me on a call list for years. For freaking years. All right, I'm just going to immediately turn around and sell these mithril coifs. Make a couple gold out of the whole thing. And we're up to 250, baby. I love it. Let's make some more solid grinding stones. Love that too. So it became a game with me. It was I would pretty much, over the next, it would come in spurts, but okay, we're now going to fly to Foralis to do another egg run. Now that we are ready to go. After this, I've changed my mind. What's our time at? We have time. We're at an hour. We have time to do an egg run, and success or not, we're going to do the chicken run. And then if we get success, I'm going to try to squeeze in that last quest too. That'll be the
Where
end.
would you like to fly to? Safe travel.
Okay. So I was basically at least once a day getting a call from a call center in India that was basically trying to prey upon those fears again. I learned my lesson, and I've never fallen for anything like that since, knock on wood. Don't give remote access. It made me put my guard up so much. So it was a lesson for me. And in that sense, I guess thanks for playing, for providing that service. Like bandits, it's like, that's essentially what they are. They're the digital bandits of the world. And you have to be morally okay with that. You have to tell yourself, I don't know, that they must have it better than me. They deserve to be robbed or whatever. I just can't get behind that. And but by getting a daily conversation, human to human, I got to have all manner of conversations. And it 100% depended on my mood, how I was going to engage. But it also depended on the person I was talking to's mood, because you're talking to a human. Most of the time it was just, hey, I'm good. But the spam line that they would always use was, we've basically received some kind of internal report from Windows, from Microsoft, and it has let us know that your device is experiencing some sort of critical failure, something is going to lapse, your protection is going to go. They play on those fears, because that's what got me the first time. I really thought maybe there's something wrong with my computer and I could call an online tech support person to help me walk through it, and it was all a scam. All a scam. So now that I know like how this crap works, I just can't believe I fell for it, but I was desperate and more naive. So I would always respond with, no, or whatever. Some of my responses would be like, nope, that's impossible. But sometimes I would be really fun, and I would do it in front of my family too. But I remember one time my response was like, that's literally impossible. I don't have a computer. I've never had a computer. And then I would like evolve that theme to where I remember this one long conversation I had where I was like, I'm from a society that does not believe in technology. This is a landline phone you've called. It's the only technology like in the village. Like there's no possible way. Like I would just, like I came up with like a completely redonkulous fake story. That was pretty great. My family still brings it up to this day. It was literally brought up like this week about me saying that. But I've had multiple incidences, I guess when I emphasize it like that, but I've had at least like 5 or 6 times where the person, either based on my joke or just based on me saying I'm not interested or whatever, has just straight up cussed me out. Like they are having a bad day, or they're a kid and they think they're funny, just fully in a vitriol-like fashion, much in the same way. This is what this chat reminded me of today. You caught that bot seller on the wrong day, and they snapped. Caught him on the wrong day, they snapped, and they engaged. They got back. We gotta go around the north. I almost walked right into the camp again. Although going to the south, that was where I was getting more mithril. But actually, I can't really complain because we did one full run of Tanaris and that got us about 20 mithril. Not the best. But hey, 20 is 20. Anyhow, so the whole point of my story was that I've seen, but I also have one of the most memorable conversations I've ever had, where it was, I want to say maybe it was around Christmas or something like that, and I just said to the person like, hey, and a lot of the times I'd try to level with them too. I'd be like, look, man, or woman, like, we both know what this is. I'm not going to engage on that, but if you want to talk about anything else, I'm here for you. If you want to talk about why you're in this situation. And sometimes I've appealed like, why would you do this? Like, you're actively preying. Like, I've tried to appeal to their morality. You are trying to, like a bandit, you're trying to steal from people. And maybe you can trick an old person that barely has money, and you can just argue, well, you have even less. Like I've tried all of those, and most of the time you just get a hang up, because I'm sure they have their own directives. But I do remember this one time, it was around the holiday season, and I started this, and I was like, look, I'm not going to engage with that, but I'm a human and you're a human, and it's, the holiday season, and I'm curious about your life, and if you're curious about my life, I'd be willing to have a real conversation and just talk about. And this person, we sat on the phone for like 20 minutes together at least, and we talked about holidays and their beliefs and mine, and it ended with us getting off the phone. We did not talk about the scam at all. And it ended up with me getting off the phone. And we were both like, hey, I hope you have a really nice holiday, a really good day. I wish you the best. And they were like, the same to you. It was just, I caught that person on the right day where they were like, you know what? I am a human. And maybe I do just want to talk. It just showed me that you just don't know who's getting roped into this. And some of them might be completely cool. And I don't think you're completely cool. No one is the complete villain in their own story. So even these bandits, you're telling yourself that, you have to be telling yourself, like, Western capitalism, they make so much money, the poorest there have so much more than us. Or you're telling yourself, if you lose it, if you're dumb enough to give us what we want, you deserve to lose it. There's that argument too. And although, how can you argue with the old senior citizens? Then you have to be, because there are the situations when you have an old senior citizen, but that literally has nothing. But then the only thing you can tell yourself is, you don't even know what nothing is. It's all relative, But that's how you have to justify it. To say your nothing is so much greater than my nothing that it is okay if I take from you. Or, of course, there's the other one, would you steal a loaf of bread to save your baby? Because you're basically magnifying that argument. The argument of, well, the grocery store can obviously stand to lose the loaf of bread, and my child will die without food. So if you magnify that argument and you extrapolate it to individuals, then you can say, like, my family will starve without money, and you're going to survive. You live in America, one way or another, whether or not that's how true that is, and the gradations of this. You don't know what people's support system is, and the bottom line is it's still, you have to decide that's a moral quandary. What is better, what's more moral? If you really see no other way, and you're one of these, sure, gold sellers, I have a little bit more leeway with, because like I said, you're not robbing from anyone. You're providing a service. Now, if you're using that credit card information and then stealing those accounts, that's a little more sketch. I don't know. I would not personally want to give my credit card information to a site like that. And I would not be surprised if there was although you would then lose, you do that once or twice, you're going to lose all credibility. But how can you tie these? I mean, I guess if they're tied to certain accounts. I would never want to play that game. Would never want to risk it. Anybody out there that buys real gold, I just really, honestly, in all reality, the only way to stop gold selling would be for Blizzard to do it themselves. And the second that Blizzard does that, this game becomes pay to win. So that's it. We're stuck with it, really. Because it's like the Wild West. Try telling a teenager that they're not allowed to look at inappropriate videos on the internet. You just try that, and you will see a relentless, persistent dedication to innovatively circumventing restrictions, and then multiply that times millions, hundreds of millions. And that's what you're contending with. So there's no freaking way. I mean, we can't even contend with it in the non-area. You can't even... We live in a world now where no two people can agree on the same set of truths about any given circumstance. It's just... And yet we think that it's going to be okay, like we're going to solve something like gold selling. Now, it does seem like some simple... That's what I think when people get frustrated. Seems like some simple fixes could happen. One endgame GM monitoring looking for group. And then you just ban those accounts instantly. Every single time they advertise, you insta-ban. Now, you would need someone, or I guess up to 3 people. You would need 3 people, and they could they wouldn't even have to do it. It could just be part of their job. To do it, they could multitask. You could check the chat every 10 minutes or whatever. Um, yeah, that person is selling gold. Gotta sell that one. Gotta report that one. I'm gonna report it. Alright, so I think that's what makes people frustrated. It just seems like there are such common sense ways to, but the problem is that I really, truly think it's a cost-benefit analysis for Blizzard. They would do it if that mattered. And it just shows that the money, the bottom line, if you were really doing that, it would inconvenience the hell. You wouldn't even have to do it that long. You could just start hitting it. Just do it for a month. Just send the message. If it got bad again, send the message again. So, but think about how many accounts they have, because they're not all promoting. They're not all boosting. So only the ones that are advertising. And then you think of the ones that are advertising, how many of them are hacked accounts, because a big chunk of them are that. Like, you're only advertising with the ones you're okay with getting banned. So, are you really getting to the bottom of it? Yeah, I don't know. But you could at least stop the advertising, because eventually you would make.
Where would you like to fly to?
The accounts. You would start to make it prohibitively. Like if you got account locked, then you're going to need to spoof new IP addresses. So would it matter? Would it stop things? It would help things, I guess, if you implemented certain restrictions. Like, I think, didn't they used to have like a level, you can't participate in chat until you hit level 10 or something like that? That's a great idea. That's a fantastic point, because then if you do something like that now, you make them have to invest to level 10 with any given character. While it would be slightly annoying for the main person, that's a great idea. So that would stop the spoofing of level 1s. Of course, the hacking you can't do a lot about. You have to use authenticators. I don't know. I'm spending a lot of time on this today. The chat has really got me engaged. Got me sucked in. All right, so if we get an extraordinary egg on this run, then we're in good shape. If we do not get an extraordinary egg, then we're screwed. And I don't know what to do with my life. Okay, if we get an extraordinary egg, we might finish everything now, like I said. If we don't get one, maybe I'll run the... Maybe we'll run the chicken. Yeah, it's probably the best bet. We need to get to Booty Bay, so that's going to mean we got to go to Ratchet. Never know. Seeing this honorary stuff from Mancrick, I feel like, is it? Is this a real? Yeah, it's been really bad though. It was off. It had gotten a lot better. Then last night it blew up. The reporting system went down, I think, and then it was just off the charts. It's crazy. I don't know. I guess I don't know why I let myself get so invested. I don't know why I let my... The only problem, and most of the time, like, you can stay devoid of it, but if it later on, if it hinders me from actually being able to get groups, But maybe I can find a good, positive group that will just take me through. That's my hope, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I think there are actually decent human beings out there.
You don't look like a blacksmith to me, but I know.
All right, come on, extraordinary egg. Come on, extraordinary egg. No!
I don't recall one. You have I am afraid I have bad news for you, adventurer. This
Yeah, you
egg is
do.
too far gone. I can take it from you so that it may be disposed of properly. Please don't be discouraged. We cannot save them all.
All right, let's go get the chicken.
Tanaris again. Please try again. Bring another egg for the super eggomatic.
Terrible. That hurts my heart. All right, let's do the escort now. We'll do the escort. Where are we at with... Yeah, we're at 100. We've gained a pretty decent amount. I think we started at 160 or something, maybe. Yeah. So that means we are locked into one more episode. Because I'm not doing another egg run. We've done 2. So this is our 8th one. That means we will have done 10 egg runs so far. And we have not gotten 4 eggs. So that's just terrible. Do you heal? Alright, so back where we were over here, there is the chicken crashed, and we are going to escort him. Should be okay. It'd be nice if we had consecration. That would really help, but we're going to do what we can. Deadly Panda Squad, we are looking for more raiders and levelers, easygoing and experienced, respectful, fun ambiance, farming 20-mans. Cool. I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to join a group like that where it's like, hey, I just want to experience the content at least one time. And when we get to that point of life, you might see me do it with Dadgar or whatever. Like, once we get to the end game like that, I'm going to try my best. But I don't know how much time I'm really going to devote to gearing to get into Nax or whatever. We shall see. I really think that, by all accounts, it's just not that crazy, not that hard. Mechanics are not that hard. Alright, so... up here in the little... Oh, we got another mithril. Yes, yes, please. Alright, my dog's out there barking, so either she's playing with the other dog and going crazy, or my wife is home. I heard her barking once my wife left, she went to go to the store. Alright, so up here in the little... There's the chicken laying down. You can kind of see the question mark. Let's eat something. Okay, we're going to eat one of the sun scale salmon. You appear to have uncovered the wreckage of a robotic chicken. The voice from within the egg crackles to life again. Yes, excellent work. This is indeed my homing robot, though my sensors indicate that it needs a jump start before it can fly back to Booty Bay for repairs. Go ahead and place the beacon inside the rover. The beacon will take care of the rest. You place the egg, distress beacon, inside the chicken homing robot. Hums and whirs are heard from inside the robot as it struggles to stand up. After the robot comes to life, Oglethorpe's voice is heard once more, but now from inside the robot. OX-17TN is working at least, but it needs major repairs. It is much too heavy for you to carry it, but I think I have an idea. Are you up for watching over it some more? Yes, and now we're on the rescue. I'll flag those after. The gnome's voice crackles once again from the robot. I need to move OX-17TN to an open, safe place so it can begin a lengthy takeoff procedure. It has built-in cloaking, but I need time on my end to make it operational again. I need to escort the robot from its current location to, let's say, Steamweedle Port. That should be a perfect place and long enough to get things online. Escort it safely to the port, and then come talk to me in Booty Bay. Oglethorpe Bobnoticus, out! Emergency power activated. Initializing ambulatory motor. Okay. So, we're going to protect this chicken. We just have to be careful. We should be able to let the chicken aggro. We need to take it up the coast to there. So, it's going to be tricky. We just have to be careful. Let the chicken aggro. See what we can see. It will fight some of these hyenas and things. And yeah, we just follow it. There are 2 places. One is right there, I believe, where we'll fight a few scorpions and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna fight the hyena most likely. There we go. So it's okay if it aggroes. That's fine. The problem is, of course, we don't want it getting into a situation where it's... We don't want to have it aggro like a clutch of dudes. Because I don't have a way of pulling aggro, AoE aggro. Good, it did not pull that basilisk. That's good. And it did not grab that gusting vortex. No, it did. It aggroed it at like the last second. What the heck? Let's pull him away from... I got a breath of wind off that. That's cool. Alright, so here is where things can go a little bit awry. Because a spawn-in of little scorpions or whatever can happen right here. Okay. Oh, see, it did go. Okay. So they're all after me, which is fine. Let's pull them over this way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we got one. Okay, now I need to put this on. Okay. Yikes. Okay, we got some bad luck, I think. Oh man, this is hard. Oh, it died? The chicken died. Or I got too far from the chicken. So I think maybe the chicken kept walking. And I just didn't notice. So I should have bounced. So I lost the quest. I heard myself lose it. Luckily for me, I did not blow any of my big cooldowns. So that's lame though. It's alright, we'll go back and rest up. So what happened there was we fought that first scorpion and the other 3 spawned in and he was not aggroed. The chicken was not aggroed onto the other 3 scorpions. And I did not notice my chicken book it once I killed that first scorpion. Which is actually great. Either I should have followed this, I just should have followed the chicken. It's good to know. Yeah, failed that mission. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and try this again. Let's put this on the, also the quest map or whatever. We did these 2. Okay, so we finished this one and picked up that one. All right. Should I drink a juice? I guess so. I'll go ahead and I'll put an intellect since I got a few of these, and we'll add a protection on there too. And I'll rebuff this up, and I'll drink this juice just to speed the process up some. So I did a couple of my scrolls, help out a little bitty bit. Also, let's go ahead and what do I have? A sword? Yep. So we can make a solid sharpening stone. Sure, why not? And add that onto my weapon. Give a little damage there. Okay. Alright, back in business now. Let's see what we got. Let's try it again. At least we don't have to wait for any kind of respawn. Just came right back, so that's pretty good. But I did fail that mission. I guess that's what I need to start doing. Now that I have all these solid stones, I need to start taking them and turning them into weapon buffs. Plus 6 damage. That's definitely not nothing. I mean, out of 200, or even if you average 133, that's a 67. That's 33, so 167. So less than 180, less than 1/30th. Yeah, see, that guy's still dead. So like a 3% damage upgrade-ish, right around there. That's still pretty good. 3% damage. It's a pretty good buff. Alright, now, might we fight one of these basilisks? Maybe. But we killed that random spawn scorpion right there, so now when those guys spawn in, they should... they're still there. Basilisk, you gonna pull? Yeah, he's gonna pull. Okay, so I want to keep this to a minimum. The problem is, what happens is if you bubble up, you're gonna lose the aggro from everybody. If those scorpions can despawn, that'd be great. The chicken's hitting him in the backside. Oh no, there's a hyena there. See, I'm trying to pull the scorpions away. See, they're already... See, this time I did do it. Now I can bubble up. And now... Oh no! Great. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That chicken is still there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's that poison that gets you too. Yikes, come on. This is a tough one. Come on, guys. Jeez. Okay. Yikes. Oh man. Stay away, don't aggro that one. Come on, chicken. No! Gosh, forsake it. Jeez. I have to use my thing. Because he aggroed that other... Gosh, that sucks. Okay. Chicken's still fighting this guy. Great. Now my mana is like all gone too. What am I gonna do with this thing? Killing me. That's terrible. And now my resources are so low. Gonna aggro the dang basilisk. Yeah, I need to somehow get some mana back. Yeah, like, I guess if I run ahead, then drink for a second, I can get some back, but then I'm really risking. How far can I let it go? Yeah, I can't risk that much. So I got half a mana bar back. Waste, but I guess it's better than nothing. Because there is one more pack of mobs we're still going to have to fight. I do have this light balloon, but... Oh gosh, come on. Looks like my other thing wore off too. Okay. So now I need to come forward a little bit. Okay. Waste another thing. I'm just gonna let it get into a fight, I guess, for a second. See who it aggroes. It's gonna aggro this stupid guy. Because, yeah, when we get closer, we're gonna have to fight a pack of little wastewater bandit dudes. Come on. Okay. Yep, he's gonna aggro both. Of course. Yep, probably. Okay, that's good. Oh my, and I don't have Consecrate. Well, actually, the Consecrate hasn't been an issue. Pulling the threat has not been the issue so far. Dude, these guys this chicken is killing me. What can I eat? I don't have anything great to eat off the cuff here. So I'm not even going to use that. I don't remember where... No, he's going to aggro that guy. What? He aggroed me, not the chicken. Sucks. This is lame. Great. Okay. Good, I resisted it. Nice, that was a good hit. Okay. Okay, what can we do here? I think we're gonna fight these Waste Runner guys soon. Now that we're at the beach, we are almost stinking here. I think fighting the Waste Runner dudes is probably gonna be a pinch easier. Probably. You just have to hope they don't, like, aggro another pack. I hear a roguey dude. Come on, don't walk so close to them. What are you, a complete idiot? Yeah, it's right here. We are right near the end. Oh, gosh. I can't remember exactly where it happens, but we do fight a little pack of dudes. And then we are pretty much golden. There it is. Okay. Okay. That one ran too far away. That stinks. Okay, let's just take this Void Walker down now. Okay, good. No, we gotta get the chicken. Okay, good. He was going after the chicken, but the chicken's still alive. Okay, good. Alright, so it's just... Oh, we did it. Oh my gosh. That was scary. A Waste Wonder Scofflaw. An assassin. This is one of the rare times you can fight these Scofflaws. Jeez. Get him, chicken. You get the death blow. I don't even care. We did get a Waste Wonder water pouch out of it all. Goodness gracious. Alright. Now, as long as we don't have some kind of incredibly terrible luck on the last walking portion here, we should be good. Oh man, the lay on hands. What's left in our old directory? Yeah, we're going to get... Definitely over the next 3 levels, we're going to be improving significantly because we're going to get Consecrate. Might pull that Band-Aid. Yeah. Physical threat detected, huh? And then after that, we'll be reducing our overall downtime on lay on hands. Yeah, some fine aged cheddar. Sergeant Sai. So this is all. I'm not even going to turn this quest in today. What we're going to do is head back and get on another flight path for eggs. So next time we'll start with another egg quest. Then we will Hearthstone the Stormwind and check for the Mithril Spurs. And then fly down to Booty Bay to go turn in this egg on the next one. See where we're at. Then if need be, we're going to make another egg quest on the next one. Then we'll run the Gurubashi egg quest. Right now we're sitting at 93,000. We're going to pull that freaking scorpion too. This is just forced. This chicken is a pain in the butt. This one is worse. This one feels worse than the Hinterlands one that we did. None of these are pleasant. As long as you are fine with fighting 3 to 4 mobs at a time, you should be fine. So certain classes are obviously better about that than others. Mage, not too terrible. I mean, Paladin at least is tough and has a lot of outs. Obviously the poisoning effect of the scorpions made that one really hard. That was harder than the bandits. The bandits just wanted to run. That's the one that made that one hard. Look, there's Torta. I wonder if that means someone's on that quest right now. Whew, that was quite a walk to get this quest done. The Yucca Spew Street. Burning Steps. I don't even know what that... I wonder if that's like Black Rock Depths or something. We had to walk it all the way to this dock. We're in the middle of a desert. This is the only place that has open space you can think about. Idiots. Cloaking systems sound like... Engaging cloak for transport to Booty Bay. Alright, let's go sell. Repair. that's where we'll wrap it today. So the overall this episode is brought to you by, it's still almost 2 hours. We did very little, but we did successfully do the escort of the chicken. We just didn't turn it in. We also ground out all of the mithril that we needed to hit 250. So that we can be ready to earn our next tier of powers of whatchamacallits. Then it's probably that mithril quaff. Yeah, that's no longer good. We'll learn some more. We're gonna look for mithril spur recipes. If not, let's see. Those are 14, 16. That's 12 with a bunch of other stuff. 16, 14. Yeah, those are all trash. There's got to be something better we can get. $14, 16. It's all 14 or 16 for every single one. I guess those are okay if I just purchase the thick leather. That one I need a black pearl for. They all just take a lot. It's annoying. The heavy mithril are a little better, I guess, because they just require the thick leather. That's about as good as it's gonna get right now. Leveling up via heavy mithril. That's why I need to find the mithril spurs. I need to be able to get that. That guy's 60. That's why I can't inspect him because he's horde.
Welcome to Tanaris, adventurer. How can I be of service to you today?
Yeah,
You don't look
get
like a
rid of
blacksmith to me,
all this.
But I know how looks can be deceiving.
Okay, let's do this wastewater water pouch. We can turn that in to one of the dudes back here. This guy.
What's up?
Excellent. The more water pouches we are able to reclaim,
Just the
the
more.
further away from disaster we'll all be. Keep them coming, and I will be sure to reward you for every
Take the
5
pumpkins, you
water
can have-
pouches you bring me.
That's fine. Alright, cool. Alright, so we put in more work, and we are still not done with this dumb zone. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching and listening and tuning in. You'll see me in a couple days, unless you want to check out the Patreon, then you'll see me tomorrow. See you guys. See you on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft.